The Pesky Report is sponsored by High and Happy Catering out of Springfield, Massachusetts. Their chef, Michael Best, can cook anything you want with or without being infused with cannabis. Check out some of what they make on their Instagram at High and Happy Catering or call them at 413-785-8999. You'll be happy you did.
Welcome to the Pesky Report, a podcast for Red Sox fans.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 148 of the Pesky Report, presented by Belly Up Sports. I am Brandon Brewer. Joining me tonight is Doink. Doink, what's going on tonight?
Oh, just watching a really good baseball game.
Yeah, as the intro was playing, we just gave up another home run.
Oh.
So. Yeah, for those that are watching live, obviously the game is still going on. It is the top of the ninth inning. Jarren Duran just crashed into the center field wall trying to rob a home run. Did not happen.
You can't be Robin Randy. Not going to happen.
Yeah, well, the only good thing that came out of that is I have Randy Rosarena on my fantasy team, so at least I got a home run.
There you go.
Other than that, tonight kind of sucked.
Man. I have Wander Franco, the Red Sox killer, on my fantasy team. And I mean, I guess it's fine that he decided to not be a Red Sox killer this series, but
kind of sucks whenever you're trying to compete in fantasy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. The Sox are, a few outs away from officially dropping 2 out of 3 to the Tampa Bay Rays. It's alarming that the Boston Red Sox have yet to win a series against an American League East opponent.
Yeah, this was kind of the one too, because now we have a 4-game set, which means against the Yankees, which means you have to win 3 out of 4. And yeah. That's going to happen.
Not only that, after this series, it's a 4-game set against the Yankees, then it's 3 more against the Tampa Bay Rays, and then it's the Yankees again, then it's the All-Star break, and then it's the Blue Jays. Not a good time to get cold.
That's a gauntlet. Not a good time to get cold. Not a good time to have Nick Pivetta be your only healthy starting pitcher.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. Are any other rotations destroyed that badly right now? Like, starting 5-wise?
I don't think so. I
think
we stand alone there. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Hopefully Waka won't be out for too long. It just sounds like he's just a little tired. So needs a little bit of a break. Yeah. Hopefully he'll be back. Whitlock, I guess, is coming back as a reliever. That's what they were just saying on the broadcast. So that for everyone out there that was saying he should never have been a starter, I guess you're getting your wish now. And Cora was pretty candid about it. He said, depending on how many innings he pitches, will determine how many days off he's going to need in between appearances. So if he only pitches 1 inning, he's going to have a day off, and then he'll be available again. If he pitches 2 days off, and then he's available again. So that's how they're going to handle Whitlock out of the pen.
Does that seem responsible to you? Like, I was reading that over and over and over again, and I was like, so the shorter he's able to go, the less rest he gets? That just, like, the logic is not clicking for me. But I mean, obviously I am not Dave Bush. So I don't think I have much.
I don't think it's the shorter he goes, the more rest he gets. It's if he goes one inning, he gets 1 day. If he goes 2 innings, he gets 2 days.
Or the shorter, shorter, the less rest he gets. So it's like when you're not able to go long, he's getting less rest.
Right. He's getting like 2 days off.
The logic
for 2
just
innings.
seemed like, I mean, I've never seen a pitcher be warmed up like that.
He's
before.
babied. He's being babied for sure.
Yeah, I think
But
just like the logic seemed really backwards to me. It didn't seem like babying, but then like when you have to break it down, you're like, I guess it's babying.
he's being babied. They're trying to give him proper rest because he is coming off of being a starter where he was going 5 innings and getting 5 days rest. So, and I guess they're just trying to keep him, not overworked.
Right.
Which they've never really overworked Whitlock because he was always getting days off in between appearances and stuff like that, even when he was coming out of the pen. But that being said, now you've got Whitlock, who will be in the pen. You've got Houck, who's been closing things up whenever the Red Sox actually managed to have a lead late in games. Is the back end of this bullpen finally going to start to come together a little bit more?
It absolutely has to. So
can't get much worse.
We have absolutely no choice. I think. Oh, well, speaking of the back end of the bullpen, numerically, we did lose 2 games, but in my world as it exists right now, getting rid of Hansel Robles counts for a win.
Fair enough. Yeah,
the fact that I don't have to see him pitch against a Yankee this weekend
is a win. Yeah.
That's fantastic. I already feel better about this series knowing that he's not going in either in garbage time or in a really confusing time where we're all like, wait, we only have a 2-run lead. Why is Hansel in right now?
Yeah, and as the comments are rolling in are suggesting Samora will likely be the next one on the chopping block in that regard because he was absolute crap tonight and has been a lot lately.
But like the past 3-4 appearances have not been like anything offensive at all. Like he's definitely shut some guys down recently. I was kind of believing that he was making a comeback and like finding his stuff, but absolutely zero control. Looking at his little pitch chart for the evening is laughable. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 balls that are actually in the strike zone. I think he got 12 called strikes.
Not good. I know he walked a career high number of batters and basically handed the game,
baby.
Handed the game to the Rays tonight late in the game. There's no hope of a comeback with that kind of performance out of.
We were already, down 5, but like that.
You're down, but
you're
not out.
It's an energy shift. That's just like, no, they're leaving him out here. They're letting him walk in a runner. Like this game is over.
Yeah. That was the final nail in the coffin, the final like, okay, yep, we're punting. We don't care anymore.
And I feel really bad because it's making me completely forget to talk about Brayan Bello until right now. And
Brayan Bello. Let's
not
talk
fair
about
to him.
It's not. It sucks that it's taken us this long. The kid got called up, made his major league debut, and it was a performance. There were some bright moments.
The stuff is absolutely there. Like you can, look at what happened. You can look at some of the fielding was a little shoddy. He didn't get some help from Jarren Duran's arm. He didn't get some help from Xander there a couple times. It was like a little that single to Franco, or not Franco, Franchi, Franco. When he he just came off the bag. He didn't have any defensive support. He didn't have any offensive support. And that is like probably the worst possible scenario that a high strikeout pitcher can have coming into a game against a team that doesn't strike out.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing that I did think about that was like, oh, that's a pretty bright spot for the kid, was the fact that Bello himself fielded the position very well.
Yeah.
He got out of a jam by turning an inning double play. He also fielded a ball that was like a swinging bunt that he fielded barehanded and threw a strike over to Dahlbeck. So
Beautiful.
as far as his defense was concerned, he personally did great.
Yeah. He was shoving. I mean, it was like he was working efficiently, I think, still without it, Kevin Cash, mastermind, stacked the lineup with 7 lefties against him because he has like a slightly lower K rate against lefty hitters, and it worked. He like had to lay off some of his like better pitches in order to pitch to lefties. I think like his changeup was what killed him. I saw like Red Sox Stats tweeted a photo of like his changeup, and like that was all over the place because he was pitching it to guys that he normally doesn't pitch it to. So
yeah, and that's a good point. You know, anybody that's writing Bello off already,
stupid,
you're crazy,
idiot, baby,
you're absolutely out of your mind. Just like what, a month ago, Winkowski went out there and crapped the bed against the Orioles, and then his next performance he went scoreless. So give him a couple more starts, give him a chance to get rolling. He'll wow everybody.
We're also like,
once he gets going.
Are we sure that he's going to get more starts? Is he staying up? I mean, I'm assuming he's staying up for the time being, right?
I mean, do we have anybody else that can throw?
That is a good question, and I think the answer is no. So
I think he probably will stay up for at least a little while until maybe Chris Sale, who also made an appearance tonight. Not Chris Sale-esque, although he's saying that he's ready to go.
Yeah, he was like, I don't give a fuck if I walked 4 guys. And I'm like, well, we do, buddy.
We kind of do, yeah. Not a big fan of the ace of the staff walking 4 guys, giving up a couple of runs, walking in a run. Yeah,
no thanks.
Not a very good deal. He did throw 72 pitches, so I guess health-wise he's getting better.
I guess Velo was good. I saw like first pitch was like 97 miles an hour. Yep. Thanks. And if Bello was going to start, he'd be starting the first game against Tampa next week. So we'll see.
So back-to-back games against the Tampa Bay Rays. That would be quite a way to start your career.
Yeah, that's so brutal. Like back-to-back games just against like this team full of guys that's like for some reason all switch hitting like power guys.
Hey, there's Brad joining us on here tonight.
What up?
Surprise. And we lost the moment he joined.
Yep. It's Brad's fault. Brad's fault. The Red Sox just lost this game.
It's your fault we didn't just get a 7-run home run just now.
I mean, Frenchie's up, so
anything's possible, right?
He could find a way to make that happen.
Nope, definitely not. Now, so I heard you guys talking about Bello, and yeah, there's a lot of clowns out there talking about Bello being trash.
They're all stupid. Whatever.
I literally had to shut Facebook off because there was one idiot who was just. All right, so you know the do-rag that he wears, right?
Yeah, it's sick. He looks so cool.
I think it's so fucking cool, you know? Like, I mean, like Stroman wears it too, or something similar. Mm-hmm. And somebody was like, "Oh, what's with the condom on his head?" I'm like, "Bro, I really want to just come through this screen and slap the shit out of you."
Yeah, that's racist.
Shut up. Somebody's never had a black friend to explain that they've got to keep the waves in order.
Like, do you know how good his hair probably looks underneath that?
I'm sure it looks.
Did you notice he came out with it? He came out with it off though.
Yeah, it's sick. And then he puts the hat on as he's walking out.
No, he didn't have it on at one point.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I just saw the video. I saw the video on Twitter, but absolutely like incredible swagger. Just like good presence on the mound. I love his like wind up, His pitch stance is so sick. Like he just kind of stands there and like takes a step back and then just blows a 98-mile-an-hour changeup at you. It's great.
8 seconds between pitches.
Love it.
And
definitely don't hate the pace of play.
It kind of slows down a little bit once someone's on base. But I was telling you earlier, Doink, I don't want them to put the pitch clock in.
Oh, no.
Keep it in the minors.
If it's working like this, yeah.
Get them accustomed to it down in the minors. And then when they come up, I mean, you got guys like Winkowski. He's like
so fast.
It's
amazing.
Yeah. Him, Hauk, Bello. It's just.
Yeah. And like, you know, at that point, it'll be a slow process until every pitcher is pitching like that. That won't happen for like a decade. But like the more that it's happening, then that's just better. It's great. Yep. It doesn't need to be 100%.
No, I agree. You'll have onesies and twosies that probably opt to be a little slower, more methodical. But for the most part, it's going to be so ingrained in all of these pitchers to just move fast, get ball, throw ball.
So I wanted to point something out on Fangraphs. So I usually like look through Fangraphs to find out the projected pictures for the next series and whatnot. For this game tonight, I don't even know who the hell Brandon Wood is, but they had Brandon Wood for the Red Sox.
Okay,
like Red Sox legend Brandon Woods, yeah,
right.
How do you like miss that? Everyone has not shut up about this happening. It's like how are you as Fangraphs like messing this up?
It literally says for the transactions, this is Brayan Bello recalled from minors. Hanser Robles designated for assignment. And then I look over to the right and it says projected starter Brandon Wood. Who?
Man, I don't even know if we're calling out these stupid companies for having zero baseball IQ, I saw a Bleacher Report yesterday put out like they were like, bet this parlay, which is also fucked up that they did this. They were telling people to like place a parlay for the Red Sox game that included Rafi to get a hit after the lineup had come out. And I was like, you're literally letting people burn money. That is so fucked up.
Can I just
that is messed up.
You want to piss off a bunch of Red Sox fans right now? Kyle Schwarber has hit 4 home runs and 6 at-bats.
Yeah.
We started the show off talking about Randy Arozarena hitting a home run and how that benefited my fantasy team. I also have Schwarber on my fantasy team, so I'm cruising right now.
That's crazy. 4 home runs and 6 at-bats.
I would definitely like to have it, but don't need it.
I don't know, he's got 26 bombs.
Not to be like batting average, but he's hitting like 216 or something.
Yeah, he is. He's hitting pretty low batting average, but
he just hits bombs, and hitting bombs is nice.
If you're gonna hit ding dong, but that defense is just terrible.
He's got like 56 RBIs or something.
Yeah. Well, Story's got that.
Trevor Story almost has that many, so I'm chilling. Whatever. And Story can play defense.
Most of them love defense.
Brad, to make that Fangraphs announcement that Brandon Wood is the starting pitcher even more confusing, the only Brandon Wood that I can find is a third baseman, shortstop, and first baseman that hasn't played in 11 years.
That's my number 5 starter.
That is my number 5 starter, too. And he's from Austin, Texas, and he played for the Angels.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Brandon Wood guy.
Yeah. He had a negative 3.8 career WAR.
Never allowed a single hit in his life.
That is a fact. That is an absolute fact.
Sox legend.
He never even played for the Sox.
What is Fangraphs on?
He played for the Angels and Pittsburgh.
They definitely messed that one up.
I think so. I think they might have messed it up a little bit.
Yeah, just
okay.
And Chris Sale is slated to start on Monday, which I hope doesn't happen.
Actually, no, that's Brayan Bello's start. Thank you.
His second start where he's going to have like 12 strikeouts. He's
Yes.
like, all right, fuckers, I got you now. Let me put my condom on. Fucking asshole.
So to bring the Brandon Wood story full circle, there's an article posted February 22nd of 2020 that is headlined "Failed Angels prospect Brandon Wood finds peace in Montana." So he's doing well.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, he found a gun?
Congratulations to Brandon Wood. Oh, wow. That is not nice.
No, because he said finds peace. I was like, oh, he found a piece.
Oh, okay.
That was just where my brain went. I was like,
yeah, that's less mean.
Yeah, that's definitely.
No, I didn't mean he killed himself. Jesus.
Oof.
He found a
I would
piece.
hope not.
Sox
That would be
legend.
terrible.
Sox
Brandon
legend,
Wood.
Brandon Wood.
Thanks for pitching your heart out tonight, bud.
Sox legend, the man that has never given up a single MLB hit. Awesome. Well, guys, what other than today's game, what did you think of this series? Obviously, it wasn't in our favor most of the time, but
Pavetta looked like poop.
Yeah,
He was
giving
due
up
for one of
3
those.
early.
He definitely was. It sucked that it was against an AL East.
Better than next week against the Yankees.
Is it though?
I think so. It's just embarrassing. I would like him to go be mean against the Yankees, give us a shot to win.
I want him to throw inside to both Judge and Stanton.
Yeah, like now that he's got this like accidental rap for hitting guys, might as well just drill Giancarlo in the thigh.
Yandy, whatever his name is, like get all pissed off.
Yeah, Yandy got feisty there for a second. I was like, dude, stop charging the mound.
I
He's
guess
Canadian.
They talked it out. Or no, I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. They talked it out.
They talked it out. He said sorry.
Sorry.
Brady says that. He says sorry a lot. Shout out to Brady.
Just like his boyfriend Nikki.
Shout out to Brady. Thoughts to his wife.
Oh yeah, she has big surgery tomorrow. Shout out Jenny.
Yep.
Love ya. Another thing. 2 games without Raffy back to back. Not fun. Turns out.
Not very fun. Yeah.
Yo, he's gonna take cold deep tomorrow.
Oh fuck yeah!
It.
He's marinating that shit. Right? He's like.
Can we talk about Crawford?
Cutter fucking Crawford, yeah.
Like
old
before
knuckleball.
Before we talk about him, let's talk about Austin Davis. Okay, so Austin Davis has had a lot of time off. He hasn't pitched in a week.
Well, yeah, all last week we were like, where the fuck is Austin Davis?
Right. And he comes out, he gives us 2 innings, decent innings. He faced 7 batters. He threw 30 pitches, 19 for strikes. And good, we had a bullpen day.
Mm-hmm.
For a bullpen day, and you're only using 3 guys out of the bullpen.
Not too shabby.
Good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, having Crawford go 5 1/3 innings, nobody knew he was.
That's just like a Rich Hill start.
Yeah, basically.
That's not even a bullpen get. That's what we were planning on a Rich Hill start to be. And it was also it was after that second loss in Chicago on Saturday. I think someone asked Cora where Austin Davis was, and was that when he said he was going to be starting? I can't remember. I remember that he said that Davis would be starting in response to someone being like, hey, is this guy available, or what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't remember when it was.
I think it was what was it? The day he actually came I think it was Monday that they came out and said something about, Davis wasn't available because of the batters and whatnot. It was what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, lefty, righty, whatever. But I mean, he comes out, he gives us 2 innings on Monday, which is fantastic. You couldn't ask more from Davis. I mean, he threw 30 pitches, which is good. Cutter Crawford comes out. He faced 20 batters, 82 pitches, 5 1/3 innings. And this is like a guy everybody like, oh, he sucks. And it's like, I really wish that like our fan base would stop overreacting. Sometimes it's like, it's overreacting, but the other times it's like, I don't know if you're trolling.
I think what it is like at least 73.7% of the time, the people that are complaining only see, oh, Red Sox lost. Oh, so-and-so gave up 4 runs. They don't even watch the games. They're just reacting to the news that the team lost.
Yeah, somebody posted up. It was like Bello lost this game for us. He gave up 4 runs. It was like, did you not watch the game? Because there was a shift on that happened that there should have been an out if that shift wasn't on. So,
there were a lot of things that,
His like whole thing is weird because this was kind of one of the first times that he's really had like a solid, like 0 questions asked start this year. So like up until then, everyone was kind of like somewhat justified being like, Cutter Crawford, really? Like the guy that got blown up by the Tigers in April, like
he shut out the freaking.
He shut out the Rays, so it's like, all right, I'll back off for a little bit. Maybe you can get vaccinated. I don't know. Just a thought.
Oh, is he one of those unvaccinated guys?
He's not vaccinated. He didn't come to Toronto the first time.
Didn't Jaron Duran recently?
He did, or I think he's probably going to get it All-Star. He'll probably get it All-Star break.
He's going to get it.
Yeah.
Everybody assumed that he had already gotten it, but no, he's going to get it before they go to Toronto.
Not to like talk about what they talked about on another podcast because that's probably really annoying for people. But Carabas did say he like had a little slip up in that episode where he like kind of hinted to the fact that he already got it. I don't know if that's true or not, but he was like, yeah, he like made it seem like he already got it the way he worded something. But I'm sure if he doesn't have it now, he's definitely getting it the first day of the All-Star break.
Yeah.
I think that's a good time to do it. That way, if you do experience any of the like sickness
if you're, like,
associated with it, yeah, or sore. I don't know about you guys, but when I got it, it kind of made my arm feel a little sore for a couple days.
Oh yeah, my booster knocked me on my ass. I was not really not enjoying it.
Business if I got it or not. No, dude,
I'm still doing my research. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing my research.
Jaron's gonna have his documents to me any moment now.
Wait, he's giving it up to Tanner Houck. Here, I did my research.
Yeah,
there's my paper.
I'm still alive, and I can go to Canada, so there's that.
Yeah, see, I'm still alive, and I can go to Canada as well.
Guys, that's so crazy. I'm alive, and I can go to Canada.
Holy shit!
We should
just all go to Canada.
We should all go pitch for the Red Sox in Canada because
they could probably use us.
They're gonna need it.
Hey, between the 3 of us, 0.00 ERA.
That's all I'm saying.
Does Little League count?
No.
Okay, good, because I got shellacked.
But yeah, thank you, Cutter Crawford. That was really impressive.
Yeah, it was
genuinely.
It was good. I actually love what I'm seeing out of these young guys. I mean,
it's amazing.
Crawford, Witkowski, Siebel, even Bello. Like, I'm loving what the
stuff absolutely plays.
Stuff is not, it's not going to be fantastic when they're first up. Like Witkowski's first outing against the Orioles was terrible.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Yep. It's like, would I trust you if you went out in your MLB debut and you were like literally anyone other than Pedro and you were perfect?
I mean, Pedro wasn't even perfect. I don't think
Clemens was good, but
I don't think Clemens had a great debut.
No.
I mean, all these people.
What was Clay Buchholz?
Was that his second start? Second career start. Yeah, it was his second career start. He threw a no-hitter.
Well, Brayan Bello, no-hitter incoming next week.
I don't want to compare him to fucking Buchholz. Please, let's not do that. I liked Buchholz back in the day, but
everyone else is doing it. It's not me.
Oh my God! Please do.
That was one thing that was annoying me was, my wife and I were watching the game while we were eating dinner, and Dave O'Brien kept making comparisons to Pedro, and my wife was like, "Why are they comparing him to a Hall of Famer in his first start?"
Yeah, I think it's more the association of him personally to Pedro that kind of that's going to follow him now. Now, if Pedro's your mentor and you guys have a whole similar thing going on, he's not really going to be able to escape that, unfortunately, which hopefully doesn't affect him negatively in the long term. You can't have that be a bad shadow.
Can I share? I want to read a tweet.
Okay.
Oh boy.
From BDH1563. Bring on the Stankies, SMFH. Hashtag Red Sox, y'all better split the series or else I will not be a Sox fan rest of my life on God. So I quote tweeted that. And then they said, we are doomed and this team makes me want to puke so bad. I'm tired of cheering for them. They don't want to play as a team and it's so frustrating with this fan base and all.
Man, I hate when I just wake up from my month-long coma and tune into the Red Sox for the first time. What? Where have you been, bro? You haven't been watching, clearly.
No,
anyways.
It's there was another guy, I can't remember the Twitter handle or whatever, but they were complaining, saying that Trevor Story was worthless and he can't hit and all this stuff. And then the comments below it were just eating him up well, he is leading the team in RBIs.
Yeah, it's so bad. I love this team and I love this fan base, but some of these fans are just garbage. It's what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Oh, by the way, Clay Buchholz MLB debut, I think, was, if I'm reading this right, I think it was September 2nd. Oh no, his second game.
It was his second career start, right?
Yeah, it was his second career start. Was the complete game?
There was a song that it was second career start, threw a no-hitter against the O's or something like that.
Yeah.
I forgot. There was a song out there that I used to sing back in 2013 when the Blue Jays were talking shit about him using the sunscreen.
Oh yeah. First one was not great. First one was 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 Ks. All right. Bayo's on track. No hitter in 3 weeks. Let's go.
I'm good with it. Let's see. I'm trying to find Hall of Famers that had notable first games. Randy Johnson had a pretty good outing his first trip to the mound.
What happened?
He gave up 2, but he went 6 innings and got the dub.
Okay.
Very nice.
Pull up Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan's debut. Was it with the Angels or was he with the Angels or the Mets?
I
feel like it was the Mets.
I will find out momentarily. Let's see. Wow, this dude pitched a long time ago.
Who did he pitch for first? Was it the Mets?
Yeah, the Mets, 1966. Okay. His salary that season was $3,600.
2 innings pitched his first start.
Oh, garbage.
He probably walked 12.
His ERA
only one.
His ERA was 15 in 1966, and he didn't pitch for a major league team in 1967.
Dude sucks.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Trash.
Fuck him. Send him. How is this guy a Hall of Famer?
I just love whenever people are like, "Oh, Nolan Ryan's the strikeout king," and then you throw it up in their face that he's also the walk king, and they're like, "No way, no,
dude, holy crap!" Just like looking at this, I'm actually looking at this. It's the all-time records with 2,795 walks, but in fairness, he almost pitched 30 years.
That's true.
You're gonna rack up a lot of walks.
Yeah, I mean. Holy shit. 204 walks in 1977. Can you imagine that?
Big year. Big year for old Nolan.
Oh my God. Like, could you imagine anybody nowadays pitching 332 and 2/3 innings?
No, there was a whole Jeff Passan posted a whole article about that today, about how the starting pitcher is dying. It's sad.
Analytics. It's a game of analytics now.
You're not going to have 200 inning guys anymore. It's really weird. But game evolves or whatever.
383 strikeouts.
That's so many.
Yeah, somebody I actually got into it with somebody the other day. They were like Ted Williams, these are things that will never get broke. Ted Williams hitting over 400, Cal Ripken's Ironman streak, and Lou Gehrig's 56 game hitting streak, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, if they were to play nowadays, they wouldn't have those.
Damn.
That's true, though. It's absolutely true.
And they lulled at that, and I was like, you're laughing because you know I'm right.
Wow.
Nolan Ryan had 6 seasons of 300 plus strikeouts. That's insane. You never see a guy strike out 300 anymore.
That's so crazy. Yeah, speaking of
never mind 300, 200.
200 is a stretch.
Insane.
Yeah.
Speaking of history, Ohtani just got 10 Ks as a pitcher and 2 RBIs as a batter and a stolen base, and it's the first time anyone has done that since RBIs became official in 1920.
So wait, the great Babe Ruth never even did that?
I'm hearing that he did not do that.
Babe Ruth sucks.
Washed.
He can't steal bases, so I'm not surprised.
Trash.
Scam artist.
Murderer.
Murderer. Straight up killer.
Oh man, I wish we had Shohei Ohtani.
I do too.
Shohei, come to Boston. We can save you. You can save us.
Right. That's sweet.
I saw something crazy the other day. It was Trout, I think, had 2 home runs. Shohei had a home run and like 2 RBIs or something like that.
And they lost by like
the Angels lost 11-4.
Yeah, I think that was a passing tweet too.
They need to get out of there. I at this point don't even care where they go. Trout needs to stay.
He's staying.
Shohei needs to get out.
He said he's not leaving.
Good for you, bud.
Yeah. So he just doesn't want a title.
They promised him ownership stakes, and he was like, "Okay, cool."
Exactly. Free Shohei.
He's like, "I'll retire and own a baseball team. I'm cool with that."
I mean, if it's the Angels, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Trout as GM would make some pretty good moves, though. Once they free up themselves from his contract.
Mm.
Ugh, what a crazy game this is that we enjoy so much.
What is it that we enjoy? We enjoy watching people like Hansel Robles.
Yes, we enjoy watching him be DFA'd and then all Twitter celebrate whenever the news is announced.
That's a terrible tweet.
That's gotta feel bad.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible, Doink. I just saw what you posted.
In the chat. We've had 32 walks in the last 53 innings for Red Sox pitchers.
Yeah, PA.
No good.
Can't be doing that.
Not against. He says can't do that against the Yankees in the next series. It's like
anyone.
Can't do that. Yeah, I was about to say can't do that against anyone. And you know what sucks about this loss tonight? we still haven't won a series against the American League East.
Nope.
Yep. We mentioned that earlier before you hopped on. That's not good at all.
It's not.
Especially when you look ahead and realize that the second
40% of our games are against the Yankees and the Rays.
Especially when the Rays and the Jays are underperforming, and like we have had so many chances and just like have squandered. Like this today was absolutely a winnable game. Corey fucking Kluber, are you kidding me?
We got no hit by Corey Kluber.
Stupid. Embarrassing. Yesterday yesterday was a winnable game until this 6th inning.
Late, yeah.
But like, and it was also like monsooning at that point. Like, I feel like if that game wasn't pouring rain, and even with that like 4-run inning the Rays had in the 6th, I feel like that game wouldn't have been impossible. Like that game ended with the bases loaded for Trevor Story after he had already like hit a home run the day before.
He hit that homer yesterday, right? The one where he was on his knee.
The solo shot.
That was the first game.
Are you sure that was the first game? I feel like it was yesterday's. Whatever. How the hell did he hit that?
Yeah, it was the first game in the 4th inning. It was crazy. It was straight to center. I love home runs to like that specific spot in center field. Just like,
nah, we're talking about different homers on.
Trevor
I think
Story?
I think you're talking about Xander.
I'm talking about Trevor Story.
Trevor's went over the monster.
I'm literally watching it right now.
No, the one where he was down on his knee? Is that it?
Did he have 2 homers in the series?
He had one where he went down on his fucking knee. I was just... Am I like going crazy?
I don't think that was this series. That might have been against the Cubbies.
That was the 4th of July. Trevor Story hit a home run to center field. I'm not going crazy right now.
Yeah, Story definitely homered on the 4th of July.
He also homered on the 5th of July. And that was the one where he was on his knee.
Yes, that's the one I was talking about, which was yesterday.
I was talking about the one on the 4th of July to center field.
I was talking about the one yesterday.
Okay.
So we're both right.
Trevor Story, thank you for hitting 2 home runs. I wish you hit a 3rd one when the bases were loaded.
I'm like, wait a minute. I know for a fact he hit a home run on his knee, and I was like, how the hell did he do that?
I do love watching him hit at Fenway, even though he's like starting to get into a bit of a rhythm now where it's not like entirely feast or famine. He's definitely either gonna piss on a ball or strike out, but that's the distance is becoming further.
The 100 Ks thing, you're already starting to hear people complain about it. And I want to put it like this. It's like, I know we're not a Yankees podcast, but the first year that Stanton was with the Yankees, how many times did he strike out?
He was getting booed all the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and not for nothing, but he's turned it around. I mean, still, you throw a slider away from him, he's not hitting it. But it's like, I'll give a story. It's, let's see what he does next year.
I think also like post trade deadline could be, I don't know. Everyone seems to switch up, and like some guys just turn into like insane hitters after the All-Star break, after the deadline. He might be one of those guys that just turns it on. I will absolutely take 100 Ks if it also means he has 30 homers.
I was going to say the same thing. Like,
don't give a shit.
Even if he just does the same exact as the first half, that means he's on pace for
26
128 home runs, 108 RBIs. I'm okay with 100 RBIs and 30 bombs with 100 strikeouts and a Gold Glove at second base.
That's fine. That's literally what we're paying him for.
Yep.
I'm okay with this. Yeah.
He's not like a beat the shift guy. Like
but he's only batting 224.
That's better than Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, but Kyle Schwarber's hitting bombs.
He is, and I'm jealous and sad, but love you, Kyle.
But
If
we had Kyle, then the shirt would just say milk, and it just doesn't have the same effect as milk.
Nah, he can play right field though.
We could do got milk.
That's true. That's
wouldn't
true.
Make sense though.
No,
got man, I love
man,
Kyle.
I love Kyle. That would be kind of funny. Man, I love Kyle.
Well, he's not coming back, so
No, he's
I'm fine with it.
I just can't wait to figure out what right-handed pitchers I get to call mine soon.
Bard.
Fine by it. Also fine with Bednar.
All right, so I got a question for you guys. I had a discussion with it wasn't really a discussion, it was kind of a heated debate with Hogdale. Who do you say now that Whitlock's coming back? Who's our closer?
Houck.
Still Houck.
Oh, okay. Can you guys explain to me why it's Houck and not Whitlock? Because Hogdale, and I'm calling Hogdale out, seems to think that Whitlock is going to be the closer. And I said to him, I was like, no, you're not taking away from Houck because Whitlock's going to be the multiple inning guy. So Can you guys please explain to Hogdale and why Houck is going to remain the closer?
Going back to our previous conversation about Whitlock, he is only going to pitch and then have a day off.
Oh, okay.
So if he pitches one inning, he's guaranteed off the next day. Houck can go multiple days in a row.
Especially before he goes to before the team goes to Toronto.
Right.
Sure.
Doink,
maybe he'll do some research between now and then.
And Doink, can you please explain to Hogdale, because I'm gonna video snip
I'm
gonna send this straight to Hogdale. And you're like, fuck you.
I also think it comes down to the stuff. I don't think Houck's stuff plays in like multi-inning relief as well as Whitlock's stuff plays, and I think we all know that. We all know Whitlock has multi-inning stuff that is like so well utilized in 2-inning bursts, maybe, or like 1 or 2 inning bursts. That's like absolutely where he shines. And Houck is good for just mowing him down and sitting him down.
So we all agree that Whitlock is not a closer and that Houck is.
Whitlock can totally be the closer in Canada.
That's something I said. I also said that Schreiber could be the closer.
Schreiber could also be the closer in Canada, and I
would. As long as we're in America.
But that's my okay. Sorry, Hogdale, to rub this in a little bit, but like I would put Schreiber as closer above Whitlock.
Huh? Weird, because I think I said that too.
Is that a hot take? I was like, I don't know.
That's a hot take.
I think going forward, I would want to see Whitlock in 6th and 7th inning role.
Ooh,
Schreiber in the 8th, Houck in the 9th.
You're not getting a hit after the 5th inning. Sorry.
Have you ever seen the eggplant emoji? Because that's what I'm having right now.
All across the screen. Yeah, it's that's an insane, and we're lucky because you can kind of stack those whichever way you want. But in that order, like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's
and
so
then
scary.
If you get Pivetta going strong or Nate coming back and being strong.
But if you have Pivetta going strong, he's going 6 innings, so you'll need Whitlock
1 inning out of Whit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Or that's where you bring in. That's where you bring in the right-hander to be named later.
Bard.
Several.
I'm really high on Bard. I've wanted Bard since I found out he was coming back.
All 3, either is it 3 or 2? I don't know.
I'd send out a list of Rule 5 guys that we either move or we lose. So I feel like something big has to happen within the next couple of weeks. If we have like, and the list isn't small. I think it was like 25 guys that are on the Rule 5.
It's kind of big.
Yeah, it was a big list. I was shocked. And there's probably about 5 untouchables.
Mm-hmm. That's not too bad. That's a pretty good ratio of 20 guys that you can move around.
I mean, you know they're not going to move Casas. They're not going to move Myers. They're not going to move Bello. York is probably untouchable.
Please don't touch York. Jesus.
You know, somebody that I think they could realistically move on from and who has been very hot lately that could attract some suitors is Jeter Downs.
Oh, I think wasn't that kind of like the point of why they brought him up? Maybe a little showcase.
Yeah. But he's been swinging a good bat in AAA, and
I love it.
I love to see it right now, especially because that makes his value continue to rise.
It makes the most sense, honestly.
Yeah,
I think,
especially if they plan to keep Xander.
There are things like I don't like the thought of Jarren Duran, especially with the fact that he's going to be available in Toronto. I'm sorry, he's our leadoff guy.
I think he kind of forced everyone's hand into making sure he doesn't get traded.
Well, here's a question I have for you two. Kike comes back. Where do you put him?
Second.
What about Story?
Not second base. She's saying second.
Oh, no, second. Second in the lineup. Sorry. I'm like, not lead off.
I was like, wait a second. No.
Oh, no, not second base. Sorry. Second in the lineup. I was thinking, like fielding wise, I don't
want him second because that's Rafi's spot. I put him further down, like 7th.
Yeah.
7th, 8th, somewhere in there.
I think they need to put him down lower in the lineup like they did last year, and that's when his back up. Yeah. That's he's not the leadoff hitter. He wasn't supposed to be the leadoff hitter last year. For some reason, Cora decided to stick with him. It worked for what it was.
It worked really well for like
the second half.
Yeah,
not the first half. He sucked, but I feel like this year it's Duran. Duran needs to be the leadoff guy. He's got the speed. Then the question comes: where do you play Duran?
It seems like our outfield is kind of just going to be like it's a never-ending platoon, just constantly. And that's just what
it seems like Jackie Bradley Jr. would be the odd man out.
That makes me so sad.
I feel like Arroyo's the odd man out.
Arroyo's the utility guy that can play infield. He played third base tonight, so you would rather keep a utility. Kike can play third.
He can play.
He can play. He's also a super utility guy.
He was actually brought on to be the super utility guy.
Yeah.
But who do you prefer having as an everyday player? JBJ or Kike?
Kike.
Yeah.
But
who do you rather have?
Oh man, it's such a hard question because it's like Arroyo, it's a fucking miracle that he's in one piece right now. The fact that he's not on the injured list is like every day is a blessing that Arroyo can be in the lineup. So it's hard for me to also evaluate him based on that factor because like Kike is a durable guy and he's been out for a long time and I'm not used to Kike being out because Kike's durable and Arroyo's not durable and he's in. And Jackie's not hitting, but I want him in right field forever.
You want that defense.
So,
for sure.
like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a tough decision. But even still, like, when Kike comes back, if you don't have JBJ, where do you put Jarren? That's still the question.
I think center still.
So where do you put Kike?
Right.
I put Jarren in right.
Oh,
so
noodle arm though.
That was the thing. That's the I
noodle
said
in center field too.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a noodle arm in center field than in right field.
Definitely, with our right field.
What about right field for away
right field
games?
on away games? go for it. Maybe.
And JBJ plays home games.
Yes. A lot of people have like unironically floated that idea where it's like, what if JBJ just didn't travel with the team?
He just stays in Boston.
I mean, I bet you he'd love it because his family's him and his wife is
hang out with the wife and the kids and just, you know, be a hometown hero.
Whatever. I'm cool with it. Let him do his thing. Ride a scooter around Boston.
It's so hard for me to imagine. Also, it's just like, that's not a good look. Like bringing him back and then having to potentially deal with that. That's just, I'm sure that's like not a cord that they're trying to cut this year. They're probably going to try to like get by having him.
Even Jackie had to know that when he was brought back, it was for the prospect package and not a trade straight up for Jackie Bradley Jr.
I'm pretty sure the way the trade went was this: hey, we have Hunter Renfroe, we want Alex Pinellas and Hamilton. They were like, okay, cool, we're gonna
want JBJ too,
Jackie in as well.
Yeah, eat some of this contract.
Happily, thank you, love him, but
I feel like there is way too much JBJ hate. Like people hate him.
I love Jackie. I think he's phenomenal.
Like
but
yeah,
it's like if he has like a bad play or whatever in the outfield, people are like, "See, we picked him up for this. This is what we picked him up for." It's like
literally like in Toronto when he like didn't rob someone's home run, they were like, "Oh,
he didn't have the jetpack on."
Like, "Oh, I thought Jackie had elite defense." I'm like, "I'm sorry. Do you want?" The only person that has a chance at making that play is Aaron Judge, and it's because he's 9 feet tall. So, like, I don't know what you want Jackie to do there. He can't rob every home run, but he can rob some of them.
He did put his jetpacks on.
I love watching him jump on walls. It's so cool.
That play when he robbed Trey Mancini out in Baltimore, I will never forget that.
He's so cool,
that one
man.
was awesome. His waist was above the wall.
He just flies.
The Orioles bullpen was already celebrating the home run, and then whenever he came down with the ball, they were just like,
and Mancini just like
tip. Yeah, it would have been a walk-off.
Act. It would have been, and he just like tipped with the cap or the helmet, whatever.
That's all you can do at that point. It's like, well, you got me.
Right.
He's made so many of those memorable ones. Yeah.
Do we want to look ahead?
Sure, let's look.
So I'm gonna stay with my boys over at Fangraphs, and I'll give you guys the matchups coming in.
Brandon Wood.
They're like, and pitching for the Yankees, Bob Dookie.
Kermit the Frog. All right, so starting tomorrow, we got Garrett Cole going up against Josh Winkowski. All right, and then on Friday, we have Nestor Cortez, who I don't know how has been like one of the best pitchers this half of the season.
It's because he's freaking nasty, man.
Going up against Michael Wacha, who has been on the IL. Actually, he has not been on the IL. He just had his turn skipped because he had dead arm. So that's I would probably say that's a TBD. But that's what Fangraphs has down.
I think he'll be fine by then.
On Saturday, do you guys remember last year when Erod had dead arm?
Did he pitch through it or did he?
He didn't look good when he tried pitching.
I don't remember.
Jordan Montgomery versus Cutter Crawford. That is Saturday.
Okay.
That's what is the projected starters on Fangraphs.
Giving him the ball. Word.
On Sunday night, which I would assume that this would be Sunday Night Baseball, you have Jameson Taillon versus one Nicholas Pivetta. And I believe Taillon just got touched up by the Pirates.
Oh yeah,
he did. Yeah,
where the ice horse is.
JMO's been like kind of shaky this year. He's been like He was really solid. I mean, every Yankees pitcher was really solid at the beginning, and it's kind of starting to get a little shaky now. I think with the exception of Nestor, Nestor got lit up.
Yeah, he got touched up
recently, but I am still horrified of him.
Also,
Nestor's been their go-to guy all season.
I wanted to talk about, seeming as though I brought him up. I wanted to talk about the situation that's going on with the Detroit Tigers and Erod. We all know of the situation because one, John Heyman decided to
can't
make
keep
it
his
public.
Fucking trap shut.
But the Tigers had said that they have not heard from Erod since he decided to take his leave, and whatever is happening there, I hope everything works itself out. Personal stuff way before baseball. I mean, totally get it.
Yeah. It's gotta be serious, and I feel bad for him.
Totally.
I wish it wasn't made everyone's business, but it's clearly not helping the fact. And it's like, I mean, and people are just being shitty about it too. People are like, "Oh, we paid all this money for nothing." It's like he's not getting paid.
Right. He's not getting paid at all.
Unemployed right now,
Right.
and like
he's not collecting a check.
Jesus Christ, that's gotta be. I feel so bad for him. He has had so many
myocarditis in 2020.
Just
Has having issues last year. Then he decided to do I feel like everything went downhill after he did the fucking
watch. Oh, yeah. Well, we won't blame that, but prayers up to Eddie. Jesus. Poor guy.
Yeah. I said in the group chat that I hope that this all doesn't end in some sort of terrible tragedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's going to have a lot of pressure on him from...
It can't be worse than Pujols saying that he's divorcing his wife after she comes out saying that she has cancer.
Yeah, and like doing it on like an Instagram post.
Yeah, that's a scumbag.
Or whatever. Like, oof.
But you know, I think they had already agreed to divorce prior to her diagnosis, and then once she was diagnosed,
but coming out after that is
just the bad optics. Not great.
Yeah.
It's bad optics,
bad PR.
But I mean,
bad fucking PR there.
Like if you file for divorce and then a week and a half later you find out that they're sick, you didn't know whenever you filed, so it looks bad in the public's eye.
Mm-hmm.
But
bad
whatever. Probably would have waited a little bit if I was going to make that announcement. Which I mean, I don't think it's anybody's fucking business if I'm going to get a divorce or not.
My man was going back to St. Louis, where he's an icon. He walks into a bar, he has women throwing himself at him. He wanted it known that he was a free man.
Still shitty.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I did read that like they had agreed to divorce before that news happened. So
Doink, I thought you were frozen.
Oh no.
I was like looking at my screen and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, I'm here.
What is your knee tattoo?
My knee it's like a symbol that's like from this cool book that the guy that tattooed me had, and it's like a sun type thing, and it said God understands on it. It's from like I'm not super religious anymore. I was raised religious, so it's kind of funny to me to have a tattoo on my knee that says God understands, but it's from like a cool like old witchcraft book. And I was like, that's cool, tattoo that on me. And he was like, okay.
I have swear to God. I have swear to God on me.
Nice.
And then on the it's on my arm, and on the other one it says swear to me. A Batman reference.
Sick. I don't want to play the Yankees.
Jesus Christ, I thought we were done talking about fucking
Yankees. I really don't want to play the Yankees.
You know what? I will say this. the Red Sox do tend to play the Yankees differently than they play any other team. I mean, they both play each other differently. So it's like maybe this is the point in time where like the Red Sox are like, all right, we got to get our shit together. I'm not saying it's going to happen because I've said this like 20 times this year, but you don't know. I mean, if they play like they did tonight, we're fucked.
Well, they're putting up 10 runs against the Pirates.
I mean, if
the
you're not
Yankees
putting
are
up
right now
10 runs against the fucking Pirates, then
they might be a little sleepy. The Yankees have to leave Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they got to fly into Boston
late tonight. Oh,
is the game still going on?
Yeah, it's 10-0 in the middle of the eighth.
In the eighth,
but
so we need a rally to keep this game going.
We need a rally that's gonna last 4 days.
All right, Ice Horse, we really need you to do something here.
All right, run that 10-point play, Michael Chavis. Let's do this.
10 run home run. Oh, they got Chapman on the mound right now. So
yeah.
All right,
let's do this. And he is being wild. Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Rally cap it up.
Okay.
I really can't do it with this hat. This is a $60 hat.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna work.
Is Chavis even in it? The Chavis isn't even in the game.
Oh, well, game's over. Yep, they lost.
I'm just gonna take it off.
But they got, what's his name? Vogel. What's his name?
Well,
Vogelbach.
That dude is a absolute machine. I love Daniel Vogelbach. He fucking rules. Watching him just like hit a baseball, you're like, it's so cool. I love this sport where guys like him that are built like him can be athletes.
A fucking refrigerator.
God bless baseball, man. But yeah, I hope they do like switch into a different competitive mode against the Yankees, and it's obviously a very different team than it was in April, but
well, not for nothing, it's 11-11 right now, and I wish Chavis was up to bat.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect. That's
magical.
Kind of his thing.
Yeah.
All right, but seeing as it is 11-11, we should probably go ahead and call it quits for the night.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You see where Chapman just threw that?
No, I'm not watching this shit.
It would have been in the left-handed bat. It would have hit a left-handed batter right in the dome piece.
No one is surprised that Aroldis Chapman can't throw a strike.
I still can't believe that so many Yankee fans defend him as being like an elite closer. Dude has a 4.60 ERA.
He's pitching in the 8th inning. He's not a fucking closer.
That too.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's not even the closer.
Boone was very adamant that he would be returning to the 9th inning. So I think they're trying to like get him to a point where maybe it's like not insane to throw him. I mean,
who's their closer now? Is it Green?
So in his last 7 games, he has an 0-2 record with a 15.75 ERA, 1 save, and 4 innings pitched. He's given up 8 hits, 7 earned runs. Closer material.
Now match that up against Matt Barnes and Hansel Robles.
Very similar.
Holy crap! Did you guys even talk about Barnes?
No, we try to avoid the negatives.
What? Talking about how he's still just sitting on the IL doing nothing and maybe is coming back, but I don't believe it.
They're talking about he's throwing a bullpen.
Yeah, well,
maybe something.
We'll see.
Maybe that.
We'll see.
I don't know. Keep him off my baseball team.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'm not too concerned until they're like, "Oh, Matt Barnes is back," and I'm like, "Oh, crap."
DFA.
I think it's coming. If he comes back off of this IL stint and then absolutely just craps the bed again,
I would love to not have to like go through that again. Like
We got rid of Robles. We've got Sawamura walking 5 guys in an inning. We don't need fucking Barnes.
Like, does he really need to come back out to pasture one more time? Like,
yeah, let him go. You know where he can go? He can go down to like he can go up to Portland. By all means.
Oh, he'd have a great time.
I feel like he can work on his stuff there.
Forever.
Yep. Or, trade him.
That
for Bard.
For a bag of chips.
Damn. You're ruthless.
I mean, what? Is he worth more than a bag of chips?
Okay, are we talking about like a singles bag of chips, or are we talking about
like
big
a big bag
like
of
a
Ruffles?
super fucking party size, a family size
Ruffles.
Doritos? Are we doing Doritos? Ruffles? What?
We could do Doritos if we really think Matt Barnes is worth Doritos.
All right,
I don't think he's Doritos good.
Okay, so he's Ruffles. So what kind of Ruffles?
Just
original.
Just plain Ruffles.
Yeah.
Oh, lightly salted.
Still
too much salt. Too much spice. Too spicy for Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes is Ruffles, no salt.
Just with all the salt licked off of every single chip. So that they get a little soggy. Yes.
Definitely not Doritos.
A bag of those chips is what I will take in return. Thank you.
That sounds disgusting. No, thank you. We literally just compared a human being
to a bag of pre-licked chips.
Hey, if the shoe fits.
I'm not mad at it.
If the chip fits.
All right, guys. Well, what do you compare Matt Barnes to? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, hold on. We didn't say what are our predictions.
Make it out of the series alive is my prediction.
Split.
We will do that. A split would genuinely be nice.
I feel a split too. I think the Nestor game is probably going to be the toughest of the series.
Do you think we shellac Cole?
I would love it.
If Raffy's in the lineup, I think we shellac Cole.
He's going to be in the lineup.
He was available
100%.
to pinch today, so I think that was just kind of like.
Did you see
him with Garrett?
Posted? No, did you see what I posted earlier when when Nesson posted? They said that Raffy is available to pitch hit, not pinch hit. Pitch hit. And someone was like, "Take that shit away."
If he can do it, then let's see it. I think they just wanted to keep him like as fresh as possible. He'll be angry. Cole can't pitch in Fenway, so I'm ready.
Yeah, I think a split. Here it comes.
Fenway's going to be crazy tomorrow.
Yes, it will. Ed said that he's going to the game on Friday, I believe.
I'm very jealous. That sounds fun.
Damn. He's been hit up a lot of games at the good old Boston Fenway up in Boston.
The old ball yard.
Yeah, the good old ball yard. I'm trying to find that for you guys. I can't find it. They were talking about he was available to pitch hit.
Maybe they deleted it out of shame.
They probably corrected themselves.
Nope. Because I took the fucking screenshot, so nobody corrected anything.
The internet is forever.
Yeah.
Nesson, come on, get it together.
Do better.
Give me a K zone and delete that tweet. Thanks.
Yeah. Not having K zone sucks so bad.
It's so bad. And also, like, it's funny because like they don't have it in the booth either. So they're like, "Oh, I don't know. What was that, a strike?" And I'm like, "You guys."
Yep.
Available to pitch hit. That's embarrassing.
And then somebody said, "Take that, Ohtani," and Tom Kerr laughed at it.
That's funny.
Hot dogs. What do you have on your hot dogs? Speaking of Tom Karen, how do you eat your hot dogs? Are you a ketchup only? Ketchup mustard?
I hate
plain?
ketchup.
I also don't like ketchup. I'm a mustard only guy.
Mustard and relish.
Oh, and relish. I'll do relish,
onions
yeah.
if you got them.
Okay, but you're not a ketchup mustard.
I don't eat ketchup under any circumstances.
I'm not a fan of ketchup.
It's like the one food that I don't eat. I think
Tom Karen gave so much shit to Lenny DiNardo yesterday because he is a ketchup only on the hot dog.
Oh my gosh. Aaron Hicks just hit a grand slam. It's 15. It's 15-0.
Did he really?
Yeah, Aaron Hicks and Giancarlo went back to back.
That's cool. That's cool.
15-0. Get nice and tired.
If they went back to back, how did he hit a grand slam?
Well, it was a grand slam first, then a solo.
Oh, okay. That checks out.
That's so crazy. Fuck you.
I'm looking at MLB right now, and it says Yanks battling Bucks in finale. Yeah,
it's a
totally battling.
It's not really a battle.
15-0.
Shout out to the Pirates though for taking a game. That's really impressive, and it was actually kind of a fun game to watch yesterday. Always fun.
Shout out to Pirates pitchers for making the Yankees have to swing the bat more and more tonight, so that they'll be fatigued going into Fenway Park tomorrow night.
It was
tired
everybody
little
hitting a fucking home run for these guys.
Ooh, is Cole still there with the team, or did he travel early?
Ooh, I wouldn't. Is that normal? I guess that, or maybe he didn't go at all. But no, he had to have been there. But it was only 2 days, so maybe
he had to have been there. But sometimes, if a starting pitcher, if they have a late game, the starting pitcher will leave early so that they can get to the hotel, get rest. But if he stayed with the team, he might be tired coming in. He's one of those guys. You don't mess with his 15 minutes. And it's
Pittsburgh too, so it's like, would he be weird about leaving early? Like that could be. I don't know. Well. I hope he gets a bad night's sleep.
Yep.
I hope there's
bad night's sleep to all of the New York Yankees, and good night's sleep to the Red Sox, who can already be tucked safely in at home. Yep. All right, guys. All right. Got anything else?
No.
Yes, no, maybe so. All right, good. We'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you like, subscribe, download, and yeah.
Leave a review.
Leave a review. Yeah, Brad's always about those reviews. We don't get enough of those. All right, bye.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pesky Report. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name. And we're still here.